Alright, so first of all, rest in peace, Charlie Kirk. Whatever you thought of the man's politics, no one deserves to be gunned down for their beliefs. Yesterday's assassination is another grim reminder of how fragile things can get. And already you see it online. People, especially the loud and the rich, are calling for civil war, like it's some kind of video game DLC. But spoiler alert, the elites who stir this crap up, they're not going to be the ones in the trenches. They'll be safe in their mansions while ordinary people bleed. So before we dive into today's question of what comes first, whether it's going to be civil war, world war, or an AI singularity, let's start with this. Don't fall for the war porn. Don't give them their morbid curiosity. Stay level-headed. Now, for the first section, we're going to be talking about America, the protests in the US. So, every week now, Twitter erupts with "It's time for Civil War 2.0. But here's the truth. America is fractured, yeah, but it's not lining up for Gettysburg again. It's closer to a cold civil war. Blue states ignoring federal laws, red states going about doing their own thing, parallel economies, rising militias, violence here and there, protests maybe every month. But I don't think you will see armies marching. So when you hear elites and influencers banging the drum for blood, remember, they're not calling for it because they're the ones who will fight. They're calling for it because they want the drama, the spectacle, and the rage is profitable for them. But rage does not rebuild a country, it burns it. Now, for the big one, World War III. Right now, we've got Russian drones buzzing NATO skies, Israel, bombing Gaza, and somehow bombing Doha in Qatar. The US is flexing in Venezuela, and Europe is drowning in unrest. From France to Germany and Serbia, people are out in the streets. It feels like we are one trigger pull away from a global firestorm. But war at that scale won't be started by farmers in France or protesters in Britain. It will be pushed by the same elites who will never pick up a rifle. Remember Iraq? Remember Afghanistan? Remember who cashed in and who got buried? It won't be different this time. Don't let their warmongering become your reality, because cool heads keep the peace. Rage just feeds the machine. Now, what about AI singularity? This is our third contender, our third horseman of the apocalypse. An AI that's smarter than the best scientists, faster than any general, more persuasive than any politician. I believe by the 2030s, it may be able to start designing better versions of itself. And then, well, the timeline of human history will change forever. But here's the thing. This one, unlike civil wars and world wars, is still in our hands. If we demand government oversight, if we demand ethical development and global cooperation, AI can become humanity's greatest ally. It could cure diseases and scarcity, maybe even prevent wars. If we don't demand all those things, maybe we're just building a god with no moral compass, and we're handing it the keys. So, the timeline. What actually happens first? Is it a civil war in America, an AI semi-singularity, or World War III? Civil unrest in America is already here, and an AI superintelligence, it's likely before 2035, so within the next 10 years. And World War III is possible, but not the front runner, unless our leaders keep playing geopolitical chicken at 200 miles per hour. So the deciding factor here isn't fate, it's whether people like you and me can stay calm while the elites and the rich people demand chaos. Whether we demand oversight on the tools we're building, and whether we keep our heads cool when rage is the easiest option. That's our deciding factor. So, bottom line, semi-singularity will come first. Civil unrest will keep simmering, but not civil war. And World War III is the nightmare in the distance. And through all of it, we have a choice. Don't hand your emotions to warmongers, and don't feed their fires. If AI is going to shape our future, let's make sure it's aligned with humanity, and it's not about profit or power, or definitely not Twitter clout. Thanks for watching, and subscribe to my channel. And for the love of reason, keep your heads cool. Rage makes you useful to the elites. Calm is what makes you dangerous.